Hello students, have you ever noticed how a telephone wire or an earphone cord can be coiled neatly to save space? Something very similar happens inside your cells. Every chromosome is like a beautifully coiled package, storing DNA in a way that it fits perfectly inside the tiny nucleus. But remember, a chromosome is not just DNA. It is DNA tightly packed and organized with proteins, mainly histones. This compact and ordered structure ensures that genetic information is stable, well protected, and ready to be passed on during cell division. Truly, the chromosome is nature's storage masterpiece. Now let's look closer. When a cell prepares to divide, each chromosome duplicates itself. This duplication results into identical halves called chromatids. Each half is known as a chromatid, and together the pair is called sister chromatids. They remain joined at a special point called the centromere. You can imagine this just like two identical photocopies of a page clipped together in the middle. They stay together until it's time to separate. This arrangement ensures that each new cell receives an identical copy of DNA. Isn't that a perfect example of cellular precision? At the center of this arrangement lies the centromere. The centromere is a constricted region of the chromosome that holds the chromatids together. But more importantly, it is the site where spindle fibers attach during cell division. These fibers act like ropes that pull the chromatids apart to opposite sides of the cell. Depending on where the centromere is located, chromosomes are classified into different types: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, and telocentric. This classification helps cytologists study and identify chromosomes under the microscope. Notice how the tiny position of a centromere changes the entire identity of a chromosome. But what exactly lies inside a chromosome? It's made up of chromatin fibers, which are long strands of DNA wrapped around histone proteins. These units are called nucleosomes, and they look like beads on a string under the electron microscope. These fibers then coil and supercoil further to form condensed chromosomes. Just imagine, nearly 2 meters of DNA in every human cell is compacted into a nucleus that is only about 6 micrometers wide. This level of organization is what makes life possible: efficient, compact, and orderly. At the very tips of each chromosome are specialized protective caps known as telomeres. They function much like the plastic ends of your shoelaces that prevent fraying. Telomeres keep the chromosome ends stable and stop them from sticking to one another. But over time, with every cell division, telomeres get shorter. This shortening is associated with aging and certain genetic disorders. Fascinatingly, the presence of telomeres across many species shows how evolution has preserved them as essential guardians of DNA integrity. Now let's talk about the types and numbers of chromosomes. In humans, there are 46 chromosomes, arranged as 23 pairs. Out of these, 22 pairs are autosomes, which carry general genetic information, and 1 pair is sex chromosomes, which determine whether an individual is male or female. Different organisms may have different chromosome numbers, but the overall structure and function remain remarkably similar. For example, a potato has 48 chromosomes, while a fruit fly has just 8. This diversity highlights both the unity and variety of life. So let's recap. Chromosomes are highly organized structures of DNA and proteins that ensure genetic stability and inheritance. Each chromosome is made of chromatids, joined by a centromere and protected by telomeres at the ends. DNA winds around histone proteins, forming nucleosomes that fold into chromatin fibers, which then condense into chromosomes during cell division. Humans carry 46 chromosomes, forming the blueprint of life itself. Isn't it breathtaking how something so microscopic has such a massive role in heredity, growth, and survival? Every time your cells divide, this amazing structure works silently and flawlessly. I hope you now see chromosomes not just as diagrams in your textbook, but as life's ultimate packaging of information. Biology truly is the science of life in its most elegant form. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and continue exploring the wonders of the living world.